Teresa wanted me to talk about how my involvement in the movement makes me feel as like a young black person, and I didn't really have anything prepared or anything, but I'm just gonna sort of like talk about like my emotions when I see certain things on the news and on the internet, and how like I feel when it comes to watching young black lives and young black families and the systemic oppression and how that affects them and how that makes me feel. I feel like last week I was in the library and I was watching, someone sent me a link about Mario Woods, which was a young black boy killed in San Francisco relatively recently. 12 officers, I believe, opened fire on him for holding a kitchen knife. They shot him with a beanbag gun in the stomach, and he took a couple steps away from them, and they shot him. And I feel like there's a lot of different options that police officers have that they fail to use. And I'm like, well, why do we have these options? We have non-lethal options we have beanbag guns, rubber bullets, we have tasers, mace, whatever, all these different things. And when you look at like how the police operate, the way that it currently goes is they leave those options in the car. When they go out of their cars, they have their lethal option on their hip, and if they feel like they might need their beanbag gun or something, they'll take it out. I personally feel like a reform for that would be, a positive reform for that would be for, like when you turn on police car lights, it records that you turned them on so that you can't be using them for whatever reason, to get to the coffee shop early or whatever else, you know? And so, why don't we have your lethal options left in the car in a box or in a clip or something that records when you take it out, and you can carry your non-lethal options? And that would, I mean, it's just like, there's plenty of little tiny little things that you could change that would create all these different barriers to a situation that could lead to a death of somebody or destroying a family. Or, I mean, I've seen personally, I've gone to a memorial up in Woodlawn Park of like what it's like for a mother to lose her son, and I feel like there's no greater pain than that. I didn't even know the family, I didn't know really much about the whole situation and how it occurred and everything, but I cried like the whole time because I felt the pain and the struggle of having to live each day knowing that you buried your child, and knowing that the killer of your child will never be held accountable for his actions. And the police, you know, the mayor showed up and he gave a speech and talked about like what he was doing and the investigation, and we're still, you know, working on this a year later and everything like that, which is a whole bunch of BS. But I feel like there were a lot of people that came out there that weren't necessarily directly involved in it, that came together as a community to see and share the pain and show that like we support like the investigation, we support your family, we want to help out in every way that we can. And when I come out here and I see all these people out here that are out here in this beautiful Portland day and willing to be able to march with us for something that you strongly believe in and something that I strongly believe in and that I've been working for a year and a half now, I think, for social justice and equality and to try and get over the systemic oppression of our fabulous government. But I really want to congratulate you guys for all being able to come out here and show your support, and whether it's rain or shine. I mean, I'm out here, and to see that at least this many people can show up and still believe in the same thing that I believe in and show their support in that thing, it's a great thing to see. And so I'd all like you to give yourselves a clap on the back there, pat on the back. Thank you all for coming out here.
So we got 15 minutes till we get ready to take off, so we're going to have people make more announcements. And the reason that we ask people to come up and speak is because the whole reason that we do these nonviolent direct actions and the rallies is so that we can get the messages and we can package them and we can send them out to our networks and share the news that people are out here working for us. And so it's very important that if you have something that's going on and you need people to be aware of it, that you use these opportunities to come out and bring that information. We want more than your body. We want to know what you're fighting for so that we can help put power behind it.